Hey guys, in this video I will show you some progress I got recently for the OpenAI Real-Time iOS SDK. So let's start from here. So first of all, we support the package manager. We not just only support the CocoaPod, but also we support the package manager. I will show you how to use this one later. Second, we support the WebRTC. As well as the WebSocket. Originally, we only supported the WebSocket, but right now we support the WebRTC. WebRTC is more smooth than the WebSocket. I will show you the difference. We add some effect, we add some like the visualization for the sound wave. So I will show you quickly. Also, we support use the access token. Originally, we only allow you use the API key, which is not secure because we don't want the API key story in any client side. So we need to use the API key story on the server side and request the access token from the server. The server will request the access token by the API key. So the API key should always store it on the server side, not in the client side. This will be a very good improvement for the security stuff. So let's start. Okay, let's start from the Xcode and then let's new a new project. So start a new project. Let's name it. Click next. Text 2. Okay. Create that one. Create a new one. And I need to start from the very beginning. So you need to take a look at my documentation. The documentation is over here. Sorry for that. Okay, here is a documentation about how to start with your project. You need to pick up 50 instead of the default one. Let's go over here. Sorry, this is not the right one. Okay, I close the wrong one. Okay, let's go back to the info and add one more option over here. For the option, you could copy start from here because we need to use the microphone. So we need to add this utility. Need to pass this utility. This one we don't need to care about anything. So just type anything. Now you can try, make sure it's running. Let's try on my device, make sure it's working. Okay, now it's working. So let's go back to the design window. Let's enlarge this a little bit. Let's add okay. Let's click the view. Let's show the library and a button. Okay. Let's split this one. Let's go to the code view. Okay. Go here. So let's connect the event. Click the my button. Just name this one and click the event. My click. Okay, now let's go back to my instruction. Go to my instruction. Let's minimize this one. In the instruction, okay, let's copy some necessary code. This is the first one you need to copy. So copy to here, and you need to copy the. This is the second one you need to copy. I'm sorry, we need to add the reference first. So here, let's copy this one. Copy this one, go to the file, and the package reference paste over here and add this package. It needs a few seconds. You don't need to initialize the Cocoa pod, so which is much easier. Now you should have this resolved. Okay. Now we have this code. Also, let's copy the last line. If you need to do the function call, you need to have some template over here. If you need to change the background, you need to do something, some code over here. But for now, you also could specify the model, could specify the voice type. Yeah, a bunch of property you could set up. So for now, I just have it open. So let's copy it over here. Now, like I mentioned before, we support both the access token and the API key. What's the difference between these two? The difference between, if you look at the OpenAI website, so the difference between, okay, let me show you the difference. OpenAI. Let me show you what's the difference between this one. So if you look at the documentation over here, so it needs a request. If you could use the standard API key directly, or you could use the standard API key to request a token. Like I mentioned, I recommend use this way. I don't want you use the API key directly, because if you use API key directly, that will store your API key in the client side. So anyone have your app installed, they have the API key in your iOS device. So I would recommend use the access key to set up the access key. You need to create a server, no matter is a Node.js server or .NET or the Java. You store your API key on the server side. So when your mobile device requests something from the OpenAI, first thing you need to go to your server to request the access token. Then the server will request the access token from the OpenAI server. So it will return the access token, because this access token only will be available for 1 minute. So even this access token gets leak, it won't a big problem. But if the API key gets the leak, it will be a problem. Someone will use your API key. Okay, so that is why we support both the access token and the API key. So next thing, let's start. Okay, let's start to run this one. Okay, let's copy. For this demo, I just use the API key, because if we demonstrate this one, you need to create a server and access the request the access token from the server. You need to write another how much of code, but that is for security. Okay, let's put over here. I don't want my key. Anyone see my key? So let's copy my key to overwrite this one, so no one can see my key. Now let's start again. Okay, let's switch to my device. Okay, this one. Oh, yeah. it's show up. Now, what's the population of United States?
As of my last update in October 2023, the population of the United States was approximately 333 million people.
Okay,
However,
thank you. Bye.
It sounds like you're expressing some emotions.
Okay, so now this is for the web socket. You can see, you can hear some noise, like say some break between each words. But let's switch to the WebRTC, because WebRTC have better results. So to use the WebRTC, which is pretty easy, you just need use one line of code to switch to the WebRTC. So let's use this line of code. Go to here, write something. Okay, I use the web. By default, is use the WebSocket. So I use WebRTC. Okay, now let's try again. You will see the difference. Hey, what's the population of United States?
As of the most recent data available in 2023, the population of the United States is approximately 332 million people.
Bye.
Population estimates are updated regularly.
Okay, so thank you. You will see you will hear the difference, right? It's much smoother. So I think by default, I would like use the WebRTC. Yeah. So I think that pretty much all the progress I got recently. I will keep add more feature for this one. So hope you guys like this video. Hope this SDK is helpful for your project. Okay, thank you. Bye.